Paralives has made a decision that has fans arguing on both sides, and now they're opening up about the reason behind this monumental decision. Now, simulation games, let's be honest, Sims 4 in particular, but also even worse or equally worse offenders like Train Simulator have countless DLC expansion packs. In fact, so many expansion packs it's almost hard to believe. That's why it is notable, after previously saying they might, the Paralives team will actually have no paid DLC expansion packs whatsoever. Instead, all new content is going to come in the form of free base updates. Now, they cite games like Stardew Valley and Minecraft as to why they think this is going to work, which I will examine as examples after we get into the team's direct statements. Quote, "Our decision to not have any paid DLCs for Paralives was considered and is based on many different factors. The short of it is, we are a small team based in Quebec where it is less expensive to develop games thanks to substantial tax credit for video game studios. So I actually didn't know that, but that definitely is a nice benefit. We are also completely independent with no publishers or investors, so we will keep all the revenue of the games to ourselves. Many game studios have to share most of their revenue with publisher. A very high number of people have already wishlisted our game on Steam. When taking into consideration the game's price, we believe revenue should be more than enough to support us long term. If the game doesn't sell itself well enough to support the team, paid expansions won't sell well either." Now, honestly, there is tons to unpack here. I think this is so interesting. Number one, props to them for actually opening up about this. I feel like lots of people would just avoid these tough questions. The second consideration is there are some downsides to not having that general backing. You do have to rely on sales and fan support. But on the other hand, they are talking about how they are getting the revenue themselves and not having to split it up so much. Now, as far as if the game doesn't sell enough copies to support the team, paid expansions won't sell well either. Now, yes, there definitely is truth to this. The question is, how long will the sales of the initial base game sustain them in order to produce that new content? But overall, there definitely are some good arguments here. And now they're also going to get into some examples of games that also have said, we're not doing any paid DLC and have been successful. Finally, many indie games have been extremely successful even if their updates have always been free. They give examples of No Man's Sky, Minecraft, and Stardew Valley. As a huge life simulator game, fans ourselves, we are happy to be able to stick to our vision. Now, honestly, I love the vision of trying to make a game affordable, and as such, the general idea would be maybe more people would play if it was more affordable. Now, honestly, I do see the reverse strategy going into other games. A lot of other games make it completely free to download it first, and then of course they monetize it a lot. And I would say making a game free to play initially, even just free to enter like Sims 4 is, honestly does drive lots of new players whether we like it or not. Sims 4 exploded in player count after the base game went free to enter. And then after you get all those players coming in and saying, hey, the game is already free, might as well try it out, they then go ahead and buy the expansion packs. So honestly, I see an argument both ways, but of course, it's a little tricky because Paralives is an indie game, while Sims 4 is a AAA game. And with that, there are some slightly different norms and also expectations. Minecraft has been able to sustain daily engagement. Being able to sustain this engagement and even grow over so many years is absolutely incredible. Minecraft reached a peak of 55.17 million daily active users in 2024, and this was an increase from 25.32 million in 2023. This again is absolutely enormous. Now again, when we're talking about both Minecraft and Stardew Valley, they are the exceptions. They are incredibly successful. And that isn't to say that Paralives can't also be successful, but we just need to consider this is in the top 1%. Of course, I also want to mention beyond engagement, how is Minecraft making so much money? Well, of course, it has tons of players, but Minecraft actually has multiple streams of revenue. Minecraft actually originally launched as a paid download, but it does continue to generate even more income in various editions. Minecraft now has the Java edition, the Bedrock edition, and versions for console, mobile, and even VR. And so, players can make a one-time purchase for the game, but the price does vary based upon the platform and of course special editions. In addition, Minecraft also is gathering new players across generations, platforms, and regions. However, I do think this would be a mistake to start off like this for Paralives. Having Paralives on Windows and Mac I think is a good start, and if they are successful successful, going on and expanding if they are able to console players too. Again, just because a game is doing something right now doesn't mean a game has to do it initially. However, like I said before, Minecraft has even more streams of revenue. Now, Minecoins are virtual Minecraft currency used to transform your worlds, dive into epic story-driven adventures, and customize your characters. In short, you can actually buy skins for the game. In addition, Minecraft also has subscription services. For example, you can pay for a marketplace pass. These include skin packs, texture packs, and more. So yes, lots of microtransactions going on here. That doesn't mean you absolutely have to or are forced to play and enjoy Minecraft, but it is important to note this is another reason they make so much money. And of course, Minecraft is now so popular. Minecraft also has lots of brand and merch deals. There is a whole Minecraft merch store, and they have lots of other collaborations. There are Lego sets you can play with Minecraft, and honestly, we even had that Minecraft movie, which I have no interest in seeing, and of course there is a Sims movie coming up on the horizon. In short, Minecraft now is not just a game, it is an entire brand. And yes, I know I sound like the people from EA, but I do think it's important to examine why this game makes so much money. Minecraft did start off with a download you had to pay for, and over time, Minecraft has added more and more ways to monetize the game. It's just something to keep in mind. I actually think Stardew Valley is a better example for Paralives, also because it's a little bit closer to the same type of game. And honestly, Stardew Valley is one of the most successful indie games of all time. Few indie games can claim the level of long-term success that Stardew has achieved. With over 41 million copies sold as of December of 2024, $518 million in gross revenue. Unlike many modern titles, it has thrived without microtransactions, paid DLC, or major corporate backing. So in short, Stardew Valley is unusual, and it no doubt is very successful and has a pretty loyal following. Even after nearly a decade, Stardew Valley shows no signs of slowing down. There are new updates to bring new content, and its passionate player base ensures it remains a top choice. However, of course, Stardew Valley does have an official merch store. Stardew Valley's merch store does include plush and pins and apparel, so many different things. So that isn't to say there's absolutely no other monetization going on, but it isn't in the exact same way as something like Minecraft. However, Paralives still has to establish its brand and identity. I don't know if a merch store would immediately be a good start for Paralives, and also they have to actually be able to get that off the ground, and they have lots of other things going on. I'm not even saying that Paralives has to have other forms of monetization. I just think it's really interesting to compare Stardew Valley and also Minecraft, since it's two of the examples the team brought up. No doubt, both of those games are successful, but it's not quite as simple. And of course, these games have grown over time. It does take time and patience. In short, there are so many games out there right now. The game has to be unique, also has to have some kind of charm to it, and also a solid foundation of gameplay. Overall, the Paralives team should consider other forms of monetization, such as a merch store if they need to, but for now, I do really admire and respect that they're making the game as affordable as possible and really trying to give players a good value. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I know where there's going to be disagreements on this, and that is fine. As always, thanks so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.